Hello, you. This is a nerd off. Watching a lot of the other videos, I realized that a lot of other people are a lot more intellectual than I am, and this caused me to really evaluate what is a nerd. I kind of think that there's a spectrum. Here's the spectrum, and on one end of the spectrum you have dork, and on the other end of the spectrum you have geek. Geek is like strictly intellectual kind of a nerd, and dork is like being behind on contemporary trends and liking stuff that normal people your age especially do not like. And then somewhere in the middle is nerd. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I think on this spectrum that I am closer to the dork side than the geek side. So this is a nerd off, but I'm definitely more of a dork than a geek in the nerd spectrum. So first of all, nerdy clothes. I, like many other people who've done these videos, have a nice little collection of screen printed t-shirts. And instead of like putting them all on one at a time, I'm just going to randomly change into them as the video progresses. Maybe you can't tell what I'm covered in right now, but this is another dorky article of clothing collection that I have, and it is knee socks. I have a lot of knee socks. I have this many knee socks. Whoops. I love socks. I love socks. I love socks. The next thing is not really an article of clothing, and once again it's more towards the dork side of the nerd spectrum, but I collect hair clips, and I keep my collection sorted by color in different bins. This is pink, these are white, red, blue, black, green, orange, purple, and of course ponytail holders. I have no idea how many hair clips I have, but I guarantee it's in the thousands. Okay, the next thing that makes me kind of a geek is that I love fantasy literature. Of course, like every other Geek Off video I've seen, I too love Harry Potter. What's not to love? I also love Garth Nix and everything that he writes. This particular copy of Sabriel is also autographed. Thank you very much. And The Lord of the Rings, of course. Most epic beautifulness ever. I also really enjoy reading comic books, though I mostly read Japanese comic books. Like most other nerds, I also enjoy video games. My favorite for DS are any games about cooking, because I really like to pretend like I'm cooking. Most of my other favorite video games are for the PS2. I especially enjoy RPGs. So next, as a nerd, I cannot possibly be expected to listen to normal, popular music, so I listen to quite a lot of Japanese music. Woo, Japanese music, yay! Among other things, but the bulk of my music collection is from the land of the rising sun. The next thing about me that's pretty darn nerdy is that I really love anime. One of my favorite series is Dragon Ball Z. I own most of it on VHS, but I have in recent years begun buying the DVD copies. I have quite a large collection of anime-related toys.
We gotta capture some cards!
And action figures. Right along the same lines as being a fan of anime, I also go to a lot of anime conventions. I have, since the year 2004, been to 24 anime conventions. I also cosplay at all of these conventions. Woo! My horn can pierce the sky. The next thing on my geeky list is my strange fascination with this cat, this white cat with a bow. Hello, Kitty! I'm a grown woman, but I'll wear Hello Kitty purses to the mall. I'm not ashamed. Anything that has Hello Kitty on it, I immediately want it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a toaster. I don't care if it's a really weird looking pillow. I don't care if it's an apron. I want it if it says Hello Kitty or has her face on it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Probably the nerdiest part about my Hello Kitty collection are the books. I like to collect Hello Kitty books in different languages. This one, for instance, is in Polish. I can't read it. I don't care. It's cool! Okay, and now just a few other random nerd things to wrap this up. I collect Pokemon cards, and I keep them in plastic protector sheets, and I don't care who knows it. I really like dolls and action figures. Pretty much anything I like, I'm gonna get some dolls and action figures from it, preferably a lot. I have a lot of pen pals, and I collect stationery and stickers and gel pens and deco tape to help me in my letter writing processes. Well, this video could probably keep going on forever, but I don't have the patience to sit here any longer. So we're gonna call it quits, and if you think that you are nerdier than me, I would love to see you try and prove it.